So
please say what you're saying.
my lips hurt really bad because they're broken, and I really just want a croissant. Like, really bad.
Welcome to another week of dysfunction. Here's Jackie and Matt.
So, like, I was sitting there anxious, and then I got a headache, and I was like, oh my God, I need to call him. But then I couldn't because I was at the grocery store, and I had to make sure I got home on time to get Moosey food ready. And I ended up buying her McDonald's because I was late because I was so anxious.
I'm so sorry. I'm sorry.
Okay. She loved McDonald's. She ate 2 chicken nuggets and a bunch of French fries.
Tim used to have a dog named Tank who was like 100 pounds overweight. He was a basset. And so like 100 pounds over 40 is a lot. That freaking dog would not eat McDonald's. That was the only thing he wouldn't eat. And it makes me worried. Yes.
Oh.
Yeah.
I love McDonald's.
I do.
I can't
Everyone
help
does.
myself.
Yeah, it's good. It's good stuff.
I don't eat it as much as I did when I was like right after I stopped being pregnant or whatever, but I still love French fries. Like, I love French fries.
You know what's funny? I don't like shoestring. So like when I hear people like debating, yeah, I know, debating. It's not that I don't like them. They all taste the same. Like they're a dime a dozen. So like when people are debating like McDonald's versus whatever other restaurants shoestring fries, I'm like, what's the difference? I couldn't tell you.
What's it called? Shaken steak?
Yeah,
steak.
Whatever. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, that one. Their fries are amazing. McDonald's fries are amazing.
Wait, don't they do the huge fries, the like steak fries?
No, they do the shoestring.
Yeah. Sheesh. Yeah, the shoestring. You're all right.
Yeah, that one.
We got it.
And then McDonald's, their fries has to be squishy, kind of. Like, not the super crunchy, hard fries. It has to be the squishy, like, too much oil fries for me to like it.
Oh. So I
give Grayson all of those, and he gives me the other squishy parts.
Oh. Hey, it's like the olive theory.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah. You're saying yes very weird today, and it's making me laugh every time. So
I think I have some type of a lisp right now. My jaw's like...
Yeah.
I don't know how to explain it. My jaw's hurting pretty bad.
Oh, I'm sorry.
That's okay.
It's almost like you're saying Y-I-S-H.
That's how my dad says yes.
Oh, my God. Almost. You know what else?
How he says curly fries is the funniest thing. Well,
I was just about to ask you, do you eat curly fries?
I love curly fries.
Thank God. Okay.
Box.
That I can get on board. Oh, yeah, here we go.
But the reason I love curly fries is because when I was little, I never recognized that my dad had an accent or anything like that until this one day. We were going through Jack in the Box, and we were driving from Texas to Florida, and I hear him order us curly fries, but he says it cuddly fries.
Oh, my God.
Can't fully say it. So now, as an adult, I make him repeat that word
cuddly
over
fries.
and over again every time we go to a drive-thru. It's gotten a lot better. Like, his English accent has gotten better, but it's still like that one word.
It sounds like fries you can cuddle with. Cuddly fries.
Cuddly fries.
Oh my God, that would be so cute.
Except he's not a cute guy.
No, not
he's
him.
I just very like stiff, awkward human.
Oh, that's hilarious though. Wait, you like Jack over Arby's?
I've never really had Arby's.
What?
Yeah, and I like Jack in the Box because of the Munchie Box. Before, like, I knew what Munchies meant, my dad would get me a Munchie Box when he'd come home from work.
Whoa.
Yeah.
They've
so
had
now
those?
I understand why yeah. There's a huge commercial about the Munchie Box.
No, I know, but I didn't know they were, like, I thought they came around like 5 years ago. It was much longer.
I was 17 or 16, and he would come home with it, and I always wondered why, and now I understand.
I was kind of close. Not really, but kind of. I was like, So, wait a minute. You haven't seen, like, their older commercials then, like, the ones, like, really made for stoners, have you?
I saw the one of them sitting on a couch, and it used to be a Hulu commercial.
Okay.
And Jack in the Box is sitting on the couch with this dude and talking about...
Tacos?
You have a lisp. I can feel it. Ew. But yeah, they were talking about something, and then they mentioned the munchie box. I don't remember. And then the munchie box is in this purple box. Actually, I'm high right now, and that sounds amazing.
They're really good. I sound high too, but I'm not. I remember this commercial they had when I was in high school, and we were all getting like blazed all the time. They had this commercial where this dude rolls up to the drive-thru window and orders. He goes, and he sees 2 tacos for 99 cents, and he goes, "I'll take the 99 tacos for 2 cents." And then Jack in the Box appears in his car. He goes, "Dude, it's 99 cents for 2 tacos." He goes, "That's even less." That was the whole commercial.
That's so funny.
So stony. Like, I swear to God, they were like
I like that, though.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
They were trying to appeal to a certain demographic.
Well, duh. It worked.
Sure did. Look at them.
Well, I do have a question. It's probably going to be like a question you may not answer.
I will.
So,
always.
When you were doing all these drugs, what appealed you to do this? Like,
Originally?
what in your mind thought, like, hey, let me go hang out with a bunch of friends and do, like, these hard drugs?
The first time? Or, like,
the first time and then after your 20th.
All right, well, you can obviously see where this is going to go, probably. Maybe not. The first time I was trying to hang out with a lady.
Really?
Yeah.
So you did your first hard drug because you wanted to hang out with a lady.
Yeah, a friend of mine who worked with me at my first job, which was...
Did she notice you?
What? Yeah. That's why she invited me.
But no, I meant notice you as in like, did she realize you liked her and then did y'all get together?
Yes, that's what happened.
Lame.
She was like, no, we never ended up together. Like she thought, like, I think she noticed I was giving her the eye or whatever. Interested. She noticed I was interested. I think she invited me to go hang out with her and her friend, and she invited me and my friend. And we showed up, and it was drug time, apparently. And I was like, hey, why not? Right?
Did y'all, like, get together, or?
Never. Nope.
What?
That was pretty much the end of it.
You wasted a long time of your life. Like, a big chunk of it. No, that's a chunk of it. If it's more than a year, that's a chunk of it.
I wouldn't call anything I've done wasted.
I would say that's wasted. I'm
Dude,
sorry.
I've learned so much. You have no idea how much I can teach.
And you also hurt a lot.
Yeah, a lot of people. A lot of people.
Then that's not worth it to me. I'm
just
saying.
I know, but you know how they say, like, no regrets? I have regrets, but I wouldn't change it for the world because I love who it's made me.
Okay, that makes sense. Okay, in that concept, that makes sense.
And I wouldn't have met...
You want to think about it. You met her. She offered you nothing.
Literally.
Exactly, and she just got you addicted to drugs.
Yeah, pretty much.
That sucks.
Yeah, well...
What would you tell her now?
How's it going?
Seriously?
If I saw her on the streets of a local Arby's, if she were working at the local Arby's and she
How often do you go to Arby's? Why would she be working there?
I don't know, and I don't know. Oh, because we met working at the local Taco Bell.
Oh boy.
We were 16. What were we supposed to do?
Not work at Taco Bell.
Oh, we were 15. Fuck. Doesn't matter. Here's what matters. Is I did not hang out with her for very long. She kind of disappeared pretty quickly, and then I was still hanging out with her friend and getting into a lot of trouble, escalating very quickly to terrible. Yeah, but if I saw her now, I think I would say, yeah, where'd you go? And why'd you leave me with those fucking idiots?
Okay, I like that one. The first one, I'd be like, I wouldn't even care. Like, why'd you leave?
Yeah, why'd you leave me with those 5 fucking morons? There were 5 of them. I know them. Like, it was that night. It was just her and her friend. But then the 4 of us hung out like the next weekend, and then the next weekend, and then the next weekend, and then then it started to become like.
And in no part of you doing this did you think it wasn't right?
I was having too much fun, to be honest with you. You know, like how much dopamine gets released?
No, I don't. That's why I'm asking. I'm genuinely curious, and I know I don't sound curious, but like
I think you do know though, because
part of my head is like, no, I get that, but like part of my head is like, I like from everything I learned when I grew up, don't do drugs, don't do this, whatever that list was.
Yeah.
I see it that way, and the other half I see it, I'm like, I'm very curious to think why you thought this at this moment so I would understand better. But I'm coming off as like, I don't, yeah, I know. Yeah.
I got tons of, I guess, not opinions and stories, because a lot of the stories honestly get melded. So like, okay, if you were to say, Matt, tell me like an interesting story about Japan, I would be like, I don't really remember. And then if someone started telling a story, it would like, I hear a word and I'd remember like 20 like isolated memories and I'd be able to tell you. So it's weird how like compartmentalized and how deep like my memories get like fed. So I can't access all of them, but they're all there. I just need like words before they show themselves. It's honestly kind of weird. But as far as this girl goes, her name was, by the way.
No, you can't say her real name.
I'm not going to say her last name.
It doesn't matter.
Her name is blank. Her name is was. No, she's dead. No, she's fine.
Wait, what?
I have no idea. I haven't looked her up. So I don't look any of these people up because I live.
Don't sue us.
All right. So I live kind of in the heart of where all the 5 bad houses I used to hang out were.
Mm-hmm.
I kind of
Wait,
like
5?
Yeah.
Huh.
Is that interesting to you?
Well, I don't understand because I'm imagining these 5 houses in a row with little picket fences, and they're all the bad 5 houses in the neighborhood.
Imagine it more like a pentagon. If there was like a star.
Okay, cool. That makes more sense.
An evil star on like your Google Maps, where like each house was in a different neighborhood, and they didn't really all line up, but they kind of all connected.
Makes sense.
No, it doesn't. But no, it's just 5 separate houses that, I mean, kind of make an area. Like you could connect all of them and there would be like a square radius. You know what I mean? Like,
okay. Yeah.
Right. And I kind of live in the heart of that right now. So I know like I could potentially run into, if none of them left or went to prison or died, I could run into any of them at like any supermarket at this point.
You need to move.
And so I'm not looking any of them up intentionally because I know I would find them, at least one of them. You know what I mean?
Well, then what happened after your 20th time? I would like that question answered still.
Oh, at that point, she was gone.
But, like, what were you thinking? What made you want to continue doing something that you knew was bad for you?
Correct. What made me continue? Okay. Honestly, I thought or had convinced myself that it was making me output superior quality work. Like I was turning in better and higher graded like AP physics projects. I was understanding calculus on like a whole other level. And I was just generally like more energized. You know, I've always kind of been not lethargic, but like just, you know, did you listen to the beginning of the last thing? It's like, you want to play sit? That's all I fucking want to do in life. Like that thing. It was nice to have some energy for once. And then also it was nice to not constantly be like gorging on food. And it was nice to be turning in, you know, calculus and physics projects that were getting like hundreds. And I was like, I don't see anything wrong with this anymore. And it was a very, very well orchestrated plot by my brain.
So when did you crash?
You mean like when did I fuck up?
You
like,
realize that it stopped being that to the end where you knew you had to stop.
When did I realize it wasn't fun? I never realized it wasn't fun anymore. It was always fun. Sadly, I hate to say that, but it's true. I did fuck up a lot, and I fucking have a lot of sorries and apologies and all that. But the reason I stopped was because Tim didn't find it fun anymore. So Tim was like, hey, I'm going to move to Japan, right? And I was like, okay. adios. I'll see you later. I was like, okay, bye. And then like a day later, I was like, yeah, I'm going to need to come out there too. So,
why did he find it no longer fun?
I would love to know that now that you mention it. Let me see if he's around.
No. Let's not do that.
No. I know.
Japan. But I would like that to be answered.
I will ask him. If you wanted me to guess, I would say that he probably...
Ew.
What?
Okay, sorry.
Spider?
Grayson, no. Sorry, I know that was like out of nowhere. But Grayson, he squished a big roach and a bunch of babies.
Ew!
Out,
No! Where? No! Don't say that!
Well, I didn't know that babies had to stay attached to their roach.
They do!
Mom.
You never killed a spider!
No. Grayson is the killer, the spider, the animal things. Not animals. He does not kill animals. Insect
Bugs.
things.
Yeah, I got it. Wait, you've never thrown a cup of water at like a spider?
No, I always had someone to come do it for me.
Oh my god. Me too, actually. Every spider I've fought has been a friend. Yeah.
Really bothering me.
I have a memory that isn't mine. My sister's, one of her ex-girlfriends.
That didn't make sense.
Yeah, she used to tell this story. She told this story like twice, and now it's my memory. Where she threw a cup of water at a spider, and it just like 100 baby spiders came like falling off her back, because that's what they do with their babies. So it's super gross.
Nope.
I mean, it's beautiful because like life, right?
No,
it's pretty gross. God damn. Wait, where was this roach? Outside, I hope.
No, it was in the bathroom. Okay, I'm sorry.
Oh, that's gross.
I interrupted everything.
No, you're good. Don't worry. If I had to guess, Tim probably was tired of being yelled at by my sister. That's what I assume had Tim fed up with it. He was tired of being mistreated by our sister. I, at that time, was not aware that was mistreatment, as you know from the last time we recorded. And so I was like, oh, what are you talking about? She's always screaming at us. Where are you going? Japan? All right, have fun. I'll see you in a week. And then I realized, like, oh, he ain't coming back. I should probably go out there with him. I think he's right. All right, something funnier?
No, actually, I came up with a theory, and I've been holding on to it because I wasn't sure.
Did you
listen to Danny's last episode for her podcast with...
Which one?
I don't remember her name.
Is it the astrology one?
Yes.
No, I have not listened to...
I don't remember your partner's name. I'm sorry, Danny.
I've not.
Podcaster, partner person. Okay, so they went into detail about what every zodiac sign is and like what their personality traits would be, or like an interpretation of what they are, and they give you like pretty much hard facts or understandings of the zodiac signs. And then I've been also, and this will all tie in together, I've been also watching this show. It's a K-drama, but it's about souls that committed such a great sin in their past life that's one of them got reincarnated, or he came back from the dead, and now he's a goblin, which has to live his life knowing all the deaths of everyone he loved, and he can't die.
I've seen this show.
Yes, I'm pretty sure you have, but he can't die until his goblin bride finds him.
Yep.
And I'll say the show in a second. And then also the king turns into a grim reaper who takes the deaths up to the other world to get reincarnated. But one of the things they talk about is having 4 lives. You're the seed, you're being planted, you're growing, and you've been harvested or something like that. I'm not exactly sure, or this is just my interpretation of what they described.
Ripe and harvested.
Pretty much have 4 lives, right? You get reincarnated into 4 separate lives, and by the end, from our egg theory, you're a god.
Yeah.
This is just a lot. Okay?
Dude, the egg theory.
Okay, it's called The Lonely and Great God Guardian. Okay, if anyone wants to watch this. So my theory is that you have to live all the zodiac signs, because technically Exactly. These are all different signs that teach you things. For example, I'm the Libra. I'm supposed to be the weight of everything. And then that's what my life currently, I need to learn other perspectives, everything I have to learn in this life is the Libra, right?
Yeah.
And everything you have to learn in the next life is Gemini or whatever it goes. I don't know the order. I'm sorry, Danny. I don't know the order.
That's not your job.
I have exactly. That's Danny's job.
Yeah.
But my idea was we actually, in true, have 12 lives, right? Because there's 12 zodiac signs.
And everything comes in threes.
Yeah, and we live all those zodiac signs. And when we finish the circle of zodiacs, we become a god, right?
So
that makes sense.
It's more of the egg thing. I love it. I really do. I see it as well, which is scary.
If I make any sense, Danny, please tell me, and everyone else.
Everyone's going to say we're crazy, but I see it.
Definitely.
Especially me and Danny are getting closer. I think we're getting onto something. I don't mean personally. I mean, like, we're going to find something. We're like Sherlock Holmes.
Yes.
Boom. If I just keep spewing my ramblings to her, I'm sure she'll piece something together. I think you're not crazy. I think you're actually onto something. And I think I've seen it. It's
a really good K-drama. And it was like, it touched the love feels and the sad feels and the happy feels.
Oh, I meant your theory, not the show, but yeah.
Oh. Okay.
I do understand it. It makes total sense. It's really weird. Wow. Fuck. Oh my God. I wanted to ask you this. Do you want to hear my theory? Because I think it's kind of good. If you want to just move past it and you need more time between it, that's fine too. Or you don't want to hear it ever, that's okay too. But
tell me your theory.
Okay. I wanted to find that clip that you said during our business meeting this week, right? That you said, and I was laughing and my face hurt at the end of it, right? So do you remember you made a joke like towards the end of that?
No.
And we were both laughing so hard, and I ended up like almost like squealing. I like jumped octaves, and I was. No,
I don't remember what I said. I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. I found it, and and I have the sound clip I think somewhere, but I don't remember either. But I kept saying, I love this Jackie. This Jackie's great. It's like I'm excited to have this Jackie, and you're like, what are you talking about? I've always been here, and I'm like, whatever. So I thought is probably because you were actually scheduling like a ton of meetings and like you were, I don't think we'd ever scheduled more than 2 things at a time. We had like the next podcast recording scheduled and maybe one thing after that, and that was it.
No, we did in the beginning when I was healthy. Right,
exactly. But I think it had been so long. That leads to the whole theory. So the theory is, now think about this, right? I meet you healthy, right? And in my mind, I have met like this picture of you. Now,
right.
I have this picture of you that is like a whatever. Just pretend it's like the color red, right?
Okay.
Then I meet you again. We have a second conversation. I see red again, and then the next like 4 times we talk, I'm getting the same exact picture of you. Okay.
Yeah.
So now in my brain, my first impression of you is this picture, and it's red, and then the way you're acting and the way I see you is this picture of you and it's red. And now you get sick. And now every time I meet you, it's a different Jackie. It's like green Jackie and blue Jackie and yellow Jackie, which are like all different, not fully functioning levels of Jackie. Okay?
Yeah.
Except they are, it's just I can't, without any way to verify based on, change in face, voice, anything, like I can't hear or see that you are actually sick. So my brain is just going, oh, Jackie just keeps changing. And so as these pictures all start melding together, all I have is this picture of just this like weird, like obscure gray, black, red, blue, green nonsense. And I'm like, wait a minute, I didn't sign up for this. I didn't sign up to take a ride with this like amorphous like color mash blob. I signed up for Jackie. And so then when this like color blob starts telling me like it's advice, I hear it as critiques. And so I start hearing things like, hey, you know what? Like, Matt, maybe you should do this. I hear it as just some random asshole telling me nothing because I signed up for Jackie, which is like 200% human. And so I'm now hearing from 50% Jackie, which is only 100% human. And I'm not taking advice from any old stranger. Because also you're not matching the picture in my head. And so I feel really bad that as soon as I saw you again, which was, recently, I was like, oh shit, that's right. She has been sick. Like, I got it validated and verified. And it makes sense to me now. And I'm very sorry, like really, truly sorry. But
okay.
Can you understand what I'm saying at all?
No, that
because I have another example.
Sense. No, that made perfect sense. And it kind of, that's how a lot of people feel. So, and when I say this, it's because
I have two more quick points after this. But yeah.
You met me at 100%, right?
Correct.
I'm mostly at 100%. That's me when I'm doing everything that I have to deal with.
Right.
But then my health hits. And then my mental health hits. And then my physical health hits. Mm-hmm. And I'm bedridden. I'm depressed. And I still have to be a mom. My whole body hurts. Ugh. And there's not much I could do. So my 100% goes down to like 30%. And then slowly as things start coming
That's exactly
back.
What I did. Yeah.
Like I get like what you called my full color back, my red or whatever.
Yeah.
I finally get that back and I feel great.
Yeah.
But I'm going to hit that wall again.
I know.
And it won't be as bad as long as like I keep my physical health good. It won't affect me that bad, but mental health does affect me.
That's okay.
Instead of being red, I'll be a little orange.
That's okay.
But like I'm most of the year I'm like really I'm like 100% me.
Here's why it won't affect us or anyone that's come out of like this ever again is that now
before you say something,
why Tim? Oh, I'm sorry, you weren't done. Go for it.
Before you say something, I have to interrupt.
Do it.
You're also getting to know a stranger.
I know.
Yeah, like we don't know each other. We don't physically actually know each other.
I know.
We met online, never met in person.
We met on the phone.
We met on the phone. We only had like 4 video chats ever.
Yeah.
I only show my face in 2 of them.
I know.
So like we don't know each other. We don't send pictures to each other other than our kids and everything around us, but never like face to face. So that totally makes sense.
Thank you. Yeah. So like I couldn't tell. I couldn't see it. I couldn't hear it. So in my head, my brain was like, she's not sick. And like, you know how easily you forget that it's COVID right now?
Oh my God, yeah.
That's how easily
like it isn't.
That's how easily I was slipping in and out of whether or not you were sick, right? Unless somebody said it, it was not existent. And now think about this. Tim, who I've known my whole life, if he were a little bit different for 2 whole months, it wouldn't change a thing. I wouldn't notice it because I have 3,000 samples of a perfect picture of Tim to compare it against. And I'd be like, it's close enough.
That's not good.
You know what I mean? I'd be like, it's off, but it looks like him.
But do you ask him if there's something wrong? Or?
Always, yeah.
Oh, okay, cool. I was just making sure.
Yeah, I'm just saying,
making sure you didn't ignore it.
No, of course I'd say something, but if Tim were sick for 2 months, I'd be like, yeah, but at the end of the day, it'll be Tim again because I know Tim, you know?
Yeah.
And all I saw was a deteriorating in quality picture, unfortunately. No offense. Through no fault of your own. But I think that kind of really had a lot to do with it. That was one. And number 2 is another good way to picture this that I found really funny that I had to text Danny yesterday was, imagine there are like 30 Matts sitting in a circle, right? Playing telephone. Mm-hmm. And Matt 1 leans to Matt 2 and whispers Jackie, right? Mm-hmm. So Matt 2 leans to Matt 3 and whispers Jackie. And then by like Matt 7, he wants to like get rambunctious and he whispers like tuna fish sandwich to the next Matt. You know, because he wants to fuck the game up. And then Matt 20 looks visibly confused. Matt 25 is about to punch Matt 24. And then Matt 30 whispers Jackie back to Matt 1, and he goes, what the fuck? That's all. Not even close to what I said. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He goes to whisper what should be Jackie, and he whispers the wrong words.
That one's a little too confusing for me.
I'm aware, but it's funny to picture 30 Matts sitting in a circle. That's all I think.
Oh, okay. That one was a little too hard.
Oh, we'll cut that one out. All right. I found that one funny. I'll take this to you. It's funny.
It was funny. I just didn't understand.
That's okay.
My brain farted like midway through. Actually, I was at the bank yesterday.
I'm sorry. Long story short.
I was at the bank yesterday and I looked at the guy. I knew what I wanted. I couldn't say it, but I was like, thank you. And I drove out and I drove back in. Okay, now I remember.
Oh my God. At the bank?
Yes, I don't know why I did that.
Wait, was this?
I wasn't even embarrassed.
You're like, I'm here again. Hello.
Yeah.
I remembered what I
needed cash.
Money at the money place. The
I
place where you get money.
Embarrassed until after.
That's what you wanted? Interesting.
Yeah, I just did that to your joke.
No, it wasn't my joke. It was just like, dude, you know what's funny is didn't Danny do the same thing kind of on the call this morning? She went to the wrong one and got confused.
Yeah, well, she was talking to us, paying attention to her daughter, putting her daughter in the car, trying to think of food, and everything we were talking to her about. Of course she went to the wrong bank.
Oh, of course. I would have gone to the wrong city.
Exactly. Like, I don't know what you expect from us, Matt. We're not super women.
You both are, though, and that's why I'm talking to you. I don't talk to regular women. That's awful, but it's true.
Loose form of the word.
Super or woman?
Super.
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 So, wait a minute. Do you watch exclusively K-dramas when you watch TV?
Mostly.
Oh my God.
So this is
Have you seen Liar Game yet? The remake?
No. No. I don't even know what that is.
Please.
So what I normally do is I'm working, right? I'm answering emails, connecting with people on LinkedIn, having conversations, and text messaging or whatever, and Skype going on. And I have an American show on the background.
Sure.
Or Spanish or Italian. So, like, any language I could hear and understand completely without looking down, I have going in the background.
Sure.
And then if I am trying to relax and my brain stop hurting and me stop clenching my jaw, I have to watch a K-drama so I can read the bottom part.
I so get that.
And, like, that calms me down. So, like, if I disappear on someone midway through a conversation for, like, an hour, that's what I was doing.
I get it. I really do. I love, I don't know, a lot of the Asian drama series are not great, but there's a good, no. They're way better than here, but there are a great few that are just like mind-meltingly like great, like way better than anything you'll find anywhere else.
Where?
No, here, like in
America?
No, K-dramas or J-dramas.
K-dramas are like
they're great. Some of them
top tier.
Not all.
Novellas are top tier. What else are top tier? I don't like Mandarin because the language dialect is
Cantonese
hard to like pay attention to.
Well, Cantonese will put you to sleep.
Very strong. I never watched Cantonese, but
yeah, it's more like a I'm not gonna do that impersonation. Never mind.
Don't do that.
Japanese, it is. We're going Japanese. No, watch Liar Game if you get a chance. It is very, very good. It was a Japanese one. They did it almost 20 years ago. It's like Saw, except there's no physical and there's no like horror in it. It's just like it's mental games that you have to play against other people to win vast sums of money. And if you lose, you owe the government money. Oh my God, what could be worse?
Well, their government is a little so I don't know.
Yeah, but being in debt is like a huge fear in Japan. So it's kind of a kind of a scary show when you're like, oh my God, if you don't beat this other person in like a mental game of chess, then you owe the government money. What do you do now?
You're a retard.
Pretty much. Well, you're at least dead for sure. And then your family's probably doomed for like the next century or two. Right? I
want a burger.
Wait a minute.
Right now.
There are 12 zodiac signs, and you think at the end of them, not you think, but...
You're a god.
Yeah.
Once you complete the whole circle, you're a god.
Do you think that has anything to do with the calendar? I'm just kidding.
Oh, well, I know, because we have history on how the calendar was made, and it was by, like, some guy's forearm. was a foot, and he broke it down. But, like, when I think, it's because every sign is, like, something specific and some type of animal that represents something. Like, what was it? I think Leo. She says Leo are proud, or I always see people associate.
They're lions, right?
Like, yeah, they're the lion. They're proud, and, like, a bunch of characteristics of them. And they have to deal with, like, being that character or that combination of whatever. And then once you're, like, going through your cycle, you collect things, you become your perfect God person, and then, yeah.
Which is the combo of all 12, right?
Yeah, it would be all 12 and all the other unique parts that you chose from every...
Each experience.
Yeah, each experience.
So if you're, you're Libra right now, right?
So I'm a Libra now, and I can customize it by the end of my 12 cycles to, like, go and get the little parts, like the moon rising or whatever. I don't know any of these phrases. Sorry, Danny.
Yeah, we're butchering.
You definitely can understand this and explain it better than I can.
We're paraphrasing poorly as far as alliteration and illusion go. Wait, what? Who said that?
I don't know.
Apparently, Pisces, which I am, even though I think by all standards it's Aries.
Wait, are you
once you
Pisces?
add time to the occasion. What?
Oh, wait, are you Pisces showing, like, your main zodiac?
I'm in April, but based on the time I was born, apparently it's Pisces. So, like, if you listen to, which, by the way, if you have not heard, because I have not listened to yours yet, I have not had the chance, but Danny's readings this week.
Mm-hmm. I listened to yours first, and then she's like, you're probably not going to listen to this, Jackie. And I laughed so hard. Like, I almost skipped Matt's, too.
Oh, my God. I have not heard yours yet, but mine was kind of funny. Like, just how, like, in my own head I was when she said those things, like, and then she had that theory about, like, my paranoia, and I was like, oh, fuck.
Oh, yeah, that's, like, you say things that are so paranoid all the time.
But I'm prone, like, it's positive paranoia. Like, I'm sure everybody in my life is good for me. Like, and everything that's happening to me is lucky.
From our earlier conversation, you said things that came off as paranoid, and both Danny and I pointed it out to you.
Yeah, I understand. To me...
That's what I mean by paranoid.
I get those. I do. And I don't mind if you repeat them. But you don't have to be secretive if you were trying to be. If you were just trying to let me know.
Well, I don't know.
No, you probably just don't have...
like, personal conversations outside of the podcast, because I don't know if I'm allowed to say them on the podcast.
If it refers to me, you're allowed to say them. I don't care. As far as you go, I understand why it's probably not 100% okay. And I don't mind if we even cut this out, the editing, where we're trying to, like, condense our condensation. Fuck. I'm confused myself. But I do understand. I understand that.
Do you know what condensed milk is?
Yeah.
That's what I thought of when you said that. I was like, I like condensed milk too.
That was honest to God, that was the point. I was like, oh yeah, like condensed milk. It's like milk.
We're giving you some condensed milk.
Enjoy the milk. Please do not feed it out of a bottle though. It's not good. What you want.
I know. I used to mix it with regular milk for Artemis.
Oh, really?
But it tasted like similar enough to breast milk, like the sweetness of breast milk.
I don't know what breast milk tastes like.
That's how I weaned her off breast milk. I don't either, but it's sweeter than normal milk, so I added condensed milk. So
you didn't try it, honestly?
No, I didn't.
I would have tried it once. I probably
had so many guys offer me money to try it.
Shut up.
Like, so much money. And one of my friends, he begged me, like, for days. And I'm like, no.
I would have definitely been off-put by that.
It's so off-putting.
But I would never also ask, no. But I think if I were if I were a woman, says the guy. Okay. If I were a woman, I think I would have tried it maybe. or if I were Grayson, I would have.
I understand. Like,
given the opportunity, probably.
Dude, I understand, but it's my own.
I know, it's grosser.
My boob,
I
it's
get
gross.
it. Yeah,
I wouldn't want to, but I understand someone else wanting to.
Not. I think it's just curiosity at this point. Like,
oh yeah, definitely.
Like, I don't know. It is super gross. I don't know.
When you really think about it, it's super gross. But when you really, really think about it, it's made
beautiful
for people.
Yeah,
it's made for humans.
It's like that. You ever watch It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia?
No, and you keep telling me to watch it, but then I start and it's too boring, and
It's not boring.
I'm sorry, it is.
Let me give you an episode or something. They have an episode where they keep stealing meat from one of their roommates, who's a hunter, right? And they're eating these steaks, and he comes home and he's sick of them stealing meat. So he tells them what they're eating is human meat, and they become convinced that they're now cannibals. So they go to the morgue. They're looking for people to eat
No.
to see if it's the same taste as what they were just eating. It's a sitcom. It's really funny.
Yeah, that's not no, that's gross.
And so they go to the morgue, and they're looking for bodies so that they could try one, cook one up, and then see if it tasted like what they were eating out of the dude's freezer. And they're sitting there looking at like all the dead bodies they have to choose from at the morgue, and they're like, "Is it racist that I don't want to eat the black guy?" And the other one's like,
my God.
"Yes, it's completely racist. You should." How is that a question?
Well, it's like
very
having
racist.
a preference. It's not racist that I'm not attracted to the black guy, but it's not that I wouldn't. I'm actually attracted to all guys or like anybody, but if I were to not have a preference for a black guy, that's not really racist.
Right, that's true.
It's just my preferences. I will still respect them as a human.
You're exactly right on that. And so maybe, but is it like not eating, not eating them kind of like, would you try it once?
What if it's not my preference?
Well, you wouldn't know unless you tried it.
No, I want a jogged, very toned woman who has little to no fat because, I don't know.
Wait, how tall?
5'6".
Oh, so you mean 5'6" minimum or maximum?
I don't know. I'm just describing a girl I would date at this point. I have no idea. I think any girl,
what's your
as
preference?
long as they're not like a foot taller than me, I would date.
And how tall are you? 5'5"?
5'4".
Okay. Well, that's kind of
weird.
weird.
My nose is clogged.
I got kind of close to that without having met you. I'm sure you've said it before.
Yeah, both Danny and I are the same height.
Oh my God, you're both tiny. That's crazy.
Yeah, so we almost are the same size, except a couple measurements off. So like we could share clothes.
Oh, that'd be dope.
This. Oh no, I have so many clothes that I got her already. She doesn't even know the half.
I have a feeling you have a whole
pictures.
suitcase full.
No,
I think you have a whole suitcase
already. No, I have a whole full rack.
Yeah.
And she doesn't know this, but she will, I guess, now. I just don't send her all the pictures because, like, what if she doesn't like it? But then I could just. I'm not that crazy. I just really like.
You would think you were that crazy, but
I know
you're not. You're not, though.
I'm not crazy.
And she wouldn't actually think that.
I promise, Danny, I'm not crazy. I just really like to thrift shop.
I just like to thrift shop for strangers I meet on the internet.
Yeah,
I'm not that crazy, though. No, but I understand. To any other stranger, it would sound crazy, but I think Danny, of all people, would get this. Especially
Jared, if she thinks this is crazy, please don't tell her. You're not allowed.
Oh, I sent Jared a message today. I was like, "Hey, dude, I just want you to know, as like unfounded or like unbased in reality, I've been sounding lately. I promise you, everything's all good. I just want you to know, if you ever want to talk to a guy who's not really a guy but kind of pretends to be one, I got you back, bro." And he was like, "Yeah, okay." No, I'm kidding. He said, no, I got you. Same here. No. He said the same thing 1,000 times over. I just thought it was funny that I was like, I had to like say it, and I felt bad about it because I was like, hey,
He's most masculine out of all of us.
Oh, really for sure. That's why
I think Danny would be, or it's like a toss up between Danny and Jared. They're the most masculine.
Pretty feminine, I think.
I'm not.
I think I might be the most feminine.
And then Grayson.
Maybe.
And then me.
Yeah.
And then it's a toss-up between Jared and
I think you're right. Yeah.
This doesn't even have to be on the podcast.
No, it doesn't. I don't care about any of this. But
consent, guys.
Yeah, right.
I won't fuck you just to fuck you.
Wait, who says that?
I don't know. It just popped in my head.
Oh my god. That's so gross. I mean,
sorry.
Don't be, but it's kind of weird.
I have some invasive thoughts sometimes.
Dude, everyone has invasive thoughts. Don't feel bad about those.
Mine are like bad. They're not in my voice.
You remember Angie talking about her invasive thoughts, right?
No.
Oh, you don't?
Wait, was this today? Because I wasn't on the
this was literally like 3 months ago. Like, way long.
Okay, you have to jog my memory.
Okay. We remember we had my friend Angie on the show. She taught us the story of the egg. Mm-hmm. She was talking about how
I love how you like to remind me of who she was and what she provided, because I know who Angie is without she provided this.
Oh, yeah.
You do that to everyone.
I'm like, Tim, here's my younger brother. He lives in Japan. You're like, yeah, I got it. I'm like,
thank you.
Thank you. Got it. Now, what's the story? I'm like, oh, okay. So Angie was telling us about her invasive thoughts where she may be driving and may have the thought to.
Oh, yes.
She goes, what if I crash into a pole and then kill the whole family? Like.
Oh, mine are more intentional. I need to do this so that I feel better.
Whoa.
Like, mine would be like, hey, I'm driving. If I just like turn my wheel a little more, I'd fall off this bridge and I'd feel better.
That's so terrible.
I know that's so terrible, but then I think of Artemis. Like, that's the only thing that's stopping me sometimes.
No.
Like, what if I just kept going on this red light and someone T-boned me?
You honestly...
Yeah, it's really bad.
No, it's not bad. They're totally normal. But
it happens like 3 times or 4 times in a 20-minute time period.
Do you think if you didn't have Artemis that you may have actually done it one of those times, honestly?
Oh, yes, definitely. Maybe, like, not now, but later down on the road, I could see myself doing it.
Wow, that's interesting. Yeah. I'm not upset or anything. I mean, they're intrusive thoughts. You have no control over them. Maybe they only happen because, they won't, like, take place,
Yeah. I hope that's the case.
I'm sure that's the case.
I know Danny said that the reason we feel like is because we're not meant to go this fast.
Exactly.
And our bodies are just like,
you could do this.
Yeah, that's bad.
Oh my god, I couldn't imagine having a fucking child in the car. Like, I don't get road rage.
Scariest.
I don't get road rage, but like I don't drive well when I'm in front of anybody. Like, if anybody else is in the car, I drive like a 90-year-old. I drive like 5 under the speed limit, and everything I do is super, super slow. If I
won't play music.
I don't get on the freeway.
Yeah, I like wait until all the cars pass before I turn. I put like extra distance between me and other cars when Artemis is in the car. I get so anxious. And then if I touch anything outside of the car, like to put in a pin, my finger feels so dirty that I have to put double hand sanitizer, or like I start freaking out in my head. It's really bad.
It's not that bad. That's totally normal.
That's so normal.
No, it's not so normal, but it doesn't sound...
comes on here like, no, you have this and this.
Oh, I can't wait till we get a real therapist on here who's going to be like, the two of you really, really need to be locked up. Like, separately, obviously. Be locked up. The two of you are just severely, like, you're egging on each other's, like, delusions. But
the question is, do we continue the idea that we know we have mental disorder, don't want it to be named, and we just continue our life this way? Or do we go and get diagnoses so that we understand ourselves better?
What would be more fun is my question.
Not knowing.
Then that's what I would do.
Fuck it.
That's what I say. Yeah, fuck it. Hey, everybody. Thanks for listening this far, and I didn't think you'd make it. We appreciate it very much. Just if you could do us a favor and go find us anywhere and follow us, rate, subscribe.
We'll be under the tree meditating.
Yes.
Go find us.
I will have a rainbow coming out of my head.
I was hoping you would say ass.
I will have a rainbow coming out of my ass.
Like a unicorn.
Yeah, like, wait, what? Well, we're at Twitter, Magic for Humans, TikTok, Spotify, YouTube. The link is through the website on that one, which is magicforhumans.com as well. Oh, we have a second Instagram, which is Magic for Humans, the number 4, and then with an S.
Like comment on all our pictures, videos, and download and give us stars on the iTunes, please. The iTunes.
Yes, especially the iTunes. But anywhere you get your podcasts or podcarts, rate, subscribe, and comment, please. We will read the positive comments on air.
Ooh, that's nice.
We'll read the negative ones too, because it'll be fun. Don't leave negative ones though.
If anyone leaves us a 1-star rating, I will go and murder you in your sleep, in your dreams, and then you'll wake up and be murdered again every time you go to bed.
You'll be living the same day over and over. It's like,
but you're not sure if you're awake or asleep.
It's deja vu. And please feel free to go to the website and send in any art. Music is great. Drawings are great.
And
jokes are great.
That you find that inspire you from our podcast, we will gladly look at it, post it, or even promote you as well. So thank you very much for any artwork that's sent in.
Yes, thank you very much. Go to the website, check out our gallery there where we're going to have, featured artists and featured selected art. Also on the website, we do have Venmo and PayPal if you want to support us to get this,
dollar
project
goes
off the
a long
ground.
Way. Yes.
It really does. Our editor isn't cheap and I talk a lot. Help. Back to the show.
So
please say what you're saying.
My lips hurt really bad because they're broken, and I really just want a croissant. Like, really bad. And I don't know why. Oh, I do know why.
That's the intro. Thank you. All right. Thank you, Jackie.
You're welcome.
Oh, my God.
I can't breathe. My nose are, like, really stuffy.
Are you okay? Do you want me to hang on, or do you want to go to sleep?
Both.
Well, which one?
No, okay, so, like, I've been having really bad allergies, but it's not anything that really bother me. It's just, like, you know how, like, you can't breathe, but you're breathing through your nose, but, like, it's cloggy behind there?
Oh, yeah.
That's how I feel. And then my lips are really dry, so I need to drink more water, but I don't like water, so I'm drinking juice, and it's not helping.
It's making it worse, so much worse.
And then I want croissants.
Also, milk makes your fucking, like, respiratory system, like, clog up. So, like, if you're not breathing well and you drink milk.
I knew this.
Okay.
Yes. And, you're not allowed to drink milk or eat any dairy while you have a fever. It makes it worse.
What? I've never heard that.
I'm pretty sure it's scientifically backed, but I know that I was told this.
All you said you heard it
my whole life.
In Japan they say you're not allowed to take no showers or baths when you're sick. When you have a cold or a fever, no showers, no baths.
I believed that too, but I'm not sure why.
I don't think that's a good or like a good suggestion, but I heard it every time. But also, most of their medicine is suppositories. So
what?
Well, I listen to them anyway.
No, but suppositories make sense.
No, they do make sense, but I mean, come on. Who's gonna?
So that's a myth.
Who's gonna happily smile and shove stuff up their butt?
Everyone know that is a myth. It was something said as a folk's tale for kids. It can cause vomiting though.
What can?
So milk. When you have a fever, it can cause vomiting, but as long as you're not vomiting the milk, it's perfectly acceptable as a fluid. But from what I understand, Artemis, when she has a fever, she throws up milk. When I have a fever, I throw up milk. I don't know. My science tells me I'm right.
Oh, can I ask you a question about that? You were talking about it this morning, and I had 2 questions about breastfeeding. Mm-hmm. 1, how much does it hurt, honestly?
Okay. So when it first starts, it doesn't hurt. It didn't hurt me at all. And then your baby's on there every hour.
Latching or what?
Feeding or latching or cluster feeding.
Sure.
So then it starts to get raw. So imagine someone grabbing your nipple and putting sandpaper on there.
Oh.
That's what it feels like. And it starts getting raw, and some women bleed. Luckily, I did. It was sensitive, but I didn't have that issue. When they get engorged, they get hard.
The nipples or
your whole breast gets hard.
Oh.
And it gets like full of milk, and you need to release it, and then it starts to leak. And if you don't release it, it hurts more. So like the only thing you could do is press on it, and that kind of helps. But honestly, if it gets too far, it hurts really bad. And I would just like release it in a bottle. Like I wouldn't care.
Oh my God. You just
Well, so I had to be a working mom that couldn't take my daughter to work with me, and I had to go into Home Depots around other men, work my marketing stuff, and I had to go to the office, and I couldn't pump every hour. They don't pay for the time that you're pumping. You don't have a privacy space. I had to go to the car in the fucking hot car in Texas to go and pump, and then if wasn't there. But if he wasn't there, I was able to keep the office to myself. But we shared offices together, so I would have to either try to get away with pumping in front of him at our office without HR knowing, or go to the car and do it. Because I was comfortable with he's an old-time family friend. Grayson doesn't care. But, like, those were my options.
I know. So, I don't blame you. I'm laughing for a whole other
fucking hurts.
I'll bet.
I can't wait to, like, flick someone hard enough in their boob that it goes hard. That's what it feels like.
Never flick a guy in the boobs, by the way.
Oh, no? Then don't put a child on mine.
Like, listen, Jackie, I need you to listen back to that entire speech you just gave. Pretend the guy was saying it. It got really, really hard, and there was nothing I could do, and she wouldn't let me. So what I have to do, I was in the parking lot at Home Depot. I had to pump myself. I was like, what? And you're like, God. Like, and then I go into Home Depot. There's nothing but guys.
True. I've been in the Home Depot in the toilet,
like talking about
sitting there pumping. Like,
sucks. With like a literally, no pun intended.
It makes like a push, push, push,
it does suck. Push, push, push. Is that close to like kashoo, kashoo?
In my mind, yes. Probably sounds more intimidating than that.
I hope so. Who's this? I was laughing because you were just talking about if I was like, oh my God, if this were anybody else read this transcript, they would think she was talking about a dude who was like super horny. Like,
horrible.
I'm sorry.
It's more innocent than that.
Oh, it's way more innocent than that because it's just about feeding her baby, but it did come out weird.
Definitely.
Oh, so did that. Anyway, I think it's a good point to end on, too.
Yep, guys. So technically, Matt and I are really, really mentally ill.
Unstable.
And you should not be listening to us because we might make yours worse.
We definitely are.
Or you might learn something. Other people want to kill themselves while they're driving. And you might be the next victim. Sorry.
Stay tuned.